In this video, we're going to take this vase basket that we wove in part 2 of this series and work on creating the rim for the basket. Hey there, my name is Brittany. I'm a basket weaver and fiber artist, and we're in the middle of a Stair Step Vase Basket project. This is a kit that we have in the Textile Indie shop for basket kits. You can find the link to that in the description below. We're also using the instruction manual that goes along with this. The link to purchase that is down there as well. In video 1, we worked on building a cat's head bottom for this basket, and then in video 2, we played around with tension and ease to create a unique shape. I hope if you've been following along that you're happy with your shape, or you were able to play around and produce something that's unique to you. In this video, we're going to finish off the top of the basket with a sandwich rim. We're going to do cut and tuck, put on a rim, and then lash that rim with basic lashing. So let's get started. Now that your basket is woven, the next step is cut and tuck. So on this top row, all of the stakes that are in front of that last row of weaving, we're going to come in and fold over. So the ones that are in front get folded over to the inside of the basket. These are the ones that we're going to end up tucking. Once those are all folded, you'll come in and with your scissors, cut all of the stakes that are behind that top row of weaving, including the 2 stakes for the over 2 for that stair step. You can cut both of those away. Now to tuck, measure down inside the basket, and I'm going to go down 2 rows. So I'll lift 2 rows away from the stake and then tuck this in so that it's hidden on the inside, and then I'll come to the outside and press that in. We're going to do this all the way around as well. To make the rim of your basket, take a length of 5/8 inch wide flat oval, circle it around the top edge of your basket and overlap by about 2 inches. You'll cut that to length, and then you'll cut a second piece that's that same length. Put these in your water bin to soak for about 3 minutes. For the rim of this basket, I like to trim away the rounded side of one of each of the ends so that I have something to layer on top of. If you want a more detailed process of how to set up a rim, you can check out some of my other video tutorials where I go over the process of setting up your rim a little bit slower if you're struggling to follow along. Now with one of each of these ends trimmed down, I'm going to take this and clamp it to the top of the basket, just covering that top edge. I like using these plastic clamps for the rim because they have a wide space that fits the rim and the basket, all the layers, so that it doesn't just fling out on you, and it doesn't leave indents on the reed either. For this other piece, I'm going to curve this around the other direction so that the rounded side's to the inside of the basket. And then I like to put seagrass in the channel between so that I cover up that cut and tuck. You can also do this with a round reed, piece of fabric, something decorative to cover up those cut ends. And now we're ready for the lashing. So grab a piece of lashing that goes around your basket 3 times. You'll wrap it around 3 times, and you want that on the widest point. And then we're going to create a starting loop in the side of the basket here, or inside. Loop this around the inner rim, pull tight, and then start to stitch 1 stitch per space between the stakes. So if you look from the outside, you're lifting up, you're just going under that first row between the first and second row of your basket. Your stakes are pretty close together. The 1/4 inch wide may struggle to get in between those. Just kind of wiggle your tool around until you're able to fit the piece between the stakes. And because my basket is at an angle, the rim is wanting to tilt off, I'm going to see if I can just let that happen and stitch around as I go to get it to stay in place. Because I think if I try to adjust the clamps, it's just going to happen again. The tricky thing with lashing and with a basket like this where the rim is kind of at an angle is that you need to make sure you're going under at least 1 row, because that's what's going to hold the basket together. If you don't have a row that you're working around, you're just whip stitching the rim pieces together, not on the basket, and it's going to come off. So I'm going to work all the way around the basket until I have a stitch in all of the spaces. When you've made it all the way around, go ahead and cut yourself a shorter tail. And I like to send this back into the inner rim to embed it. So I push my tool in there and then follow the tool into the basket. Pull that tail down inside and then clip your tails to shorten them a little bit. And then do a little bit of rounding to shape the rim. And that is weaving a stair step vase basket. This is the cat's head base. We wove the walls with tension and ease and then finished the rim off with a sandwich rim. Again, all the videos in this series are linked in the description below. If you make a basket, I'd love to see how it turned out. You can tag me on Instagram at @TextileAndyBaskets, or you can sign up for our email update list using this QR code or the link in the description below and respond to those emails with photos and how your experience went. We would love to hear your stories there. Thanks for joining me in this series, and I hope to see you in another one. Until next time, check out this video and happy weaving. Bye.